And this is the drop that they went for when nobody went to Camp Alpha, so this is fair enough. They're going to go a little bit closer together on the Northwest Island. Instead, the Pittsburgh Knights kind of playing that drop that HVVP were going for before in a couple of tournaments. They're playing split around that confluence.
Yeah, and it looks like the only hot drop would be around the Ruins area. This might be more of an elongated fight with Inko and Damwon Gaming.
I don't think Inko want part of this right now. I imagine Becca's just beating a hasty retreat. But then again, the rest of the players can move in, find some angles. If Forrest is caught out in the open, it's a really good opening. His left flank is very, very exposed, but Becca being a little bit more drafty right now. As the rest of Damwon are rolling straight on in. They know there's a player here, has only got that UMP, unlikely to have meds on this early of the drop. Junie bringing that DBS in. They pioneered it back in PMWI to bring it back to the forefront of the meta. And then DBS will be looking to enter into this one as well. Out for the knock, out for the flush.
Man, Damwon descended upon him like bloodhounds right there. And it looked like you said, the rest of Ingo wanted no part of that. That's one player down. We're going to get a second casualty already. So no hard hot drops, but the action is going to pick up very quickly as Evos will lose a player as well.
Crucial that they secure a route out of boot camp, and this is what Peak is going for. Caught in the cross. Spec blindsided there, and Pittsburgh Knights lose a player on what was probably one of the stronger positions as well, which is really unfortunate with that with that confluence of rivers, that trifecta slap bang in the center of the circle. With 4 players, they could have exerted so much control over this zone.
It looks like they're going to give up the hill entirely, because every single time this zone comes up in the Americas region, we will see the Knights up here taking full dominant control. This time, it's going to come down to Fireflux doing a quick rotation, getting 1, 2, 3, maybe the entirety of STE here.
It looks like, I mean, God, like Stalwart, they've just been picked up on rotations, I think twice in a row now.
Yeah.
It's been so unfortunate for them. Peak are now the last standing for the squad. Fireflux looking to burn him out of position as well. Once again, retreats to the edge of the shack, lines up 2, but it's not going to be enough. And God, like Stalwart fall down 16th place. It is not good enough.
Fireflux, by the way, they did a huge split, like 2-2, from stretching from the eastern side of the quarry all the way to the western side of the quarry. And because they did a split, they didn't have that much to loot, so they hustled up to that mountaintop very quickly and completely caught the Stalwart team off guard. And that Stalwart's just once again out, only with 12 points total so far over the course of 3 games.
Nova playing on either side of Painan right now, seeming to favor the western edge. Paraboy scouting out on the hillsides there. They want some information, if nothing else. Power, after picking up a player from Evos, will move south. They're just hitting the northern warehouses and the northern side of boot camp now. Alpha 7 playing on the edge once more, but they've got USG Donuts on their northeast. That's on the back of their rotation. You can see them just peeping into the top of that mini-map there on the northeast. But they are ahead at the moment. The scouts from Donuts USG might spot them out in the vehicles, but that should be heard by Alpha 7 and they'll be aware of it. Evos, they've been spotted. Microboy.
I just chill here for the rest of the game as Nova getting caught off. Nova right now looking at the map, they were playing a huge 1-1-1-1 split, and one of them gets caught right there. So not working out too well for Nova. Nova down to 3. You can see right here, if you look at order on the minimap, no other teammate in sight in that top right. So yeah, everybody's playing extremely split from Nova, but I mean, that's just how Nova does. They always like to play split up in the center of zone. This time around, they will suffer a casualty because of that.
Land those when he needs to. Go under pressure behind the rock. Will need to leave. Oh, I think he just catches sight of him through the corner of the tree there, just between the branches.
Wow.
Revo takes some shots over the Microboy's way, but is going to be enveloped by the blue now. And as we know, you can't out-heal the blue anymore in SANHOK, so you do have to get a move on.
Taking a look back on the side of things with Nova right now. They are in this new circle shift. Now they can find themselves on the edge. They have to worry about what's in front of them and on the flank because there's more teams coming in from the eastern side. Udo Alliance might get the reset onto their 4th member there. Smoke's come down. I think he's going to have to crawl back because they're worried about that spot getting naded.
Keeps actually dropping down very, very low. Wants to finish off a flush if he can, but it's going to allow the Donuts USG team to get up onto the ridges and ladder on up at the moment, though. Ooh, Nenebete doing a lot of work from under the bridge. The last player from Inco, by the way, taking down 2 of Skylights. Bacon Time are going to know about it now. Nima and Mr. Board will be going for the swim to try and get past that roadblock that was instituted in front of them. Only over of this. I mean, they just hopped in the TARDIS and teleported on up there. I have no idea. That's crazy.
There's no way they could rotate through all those teams to get up there. So
well, I beg to differ, Zute. There is, because they've done it. I mean, it's like...
I mean, Microboy standing strong for his team, putting up a lot of placement points and elimination points here. And that nade might actually catch him. U2 Alliance still alive, runs in, and Microboy will finish that one out. The Knights also go down to the side of Nova. Nova staying strong, 1 million, fighting against Bacon Time, but meanwhile, the Grim Reapers, that is HVVP, is just slicing everyone down from the top side. We still got the 4-man team of HVVP on the northern side still to contend with, too.
The only 4-man squad as well. I mean, Vampire at the moment have the only hard cover, and that is going to be very, very valuable for them. You imagine that's a 2nd place minimum guaranteed at this stage, barring any super hard shifts, but what more can be done? 1 million moving on the broadside against Microboy. We know how that's going to go. He is out in the blue zone. He's not going to go for the swim. He's just going to pick up the point.
Well
and bring
done.
it up to 8. 6th place, absolutely well done.
Yeah, nice
5th
composure. Yeah, 5th. Yeah, nice composure to not worry about the blue and trying to go in, and he maximizes another point. HVVP coming down from the northern side, getting shot at by Nova and Vampire. So HVVP, as strong as the position they're in, it's not as nice as it might seem.
Once they can pick up these teams on the south, if they can dispatch Nova, who, by the way, again, survived late into it. With the zone shifting away from Vampire, now it's a little bit more all to play for.
Another rematch between Nova and HVVP potentially. Yeah, Vampire's got to make a move. They're going to be wide in the open. HVVP has the cover, so does Nova. Nova has that ridge side to work with, and there is still 1 player out of 1 million that they have to watch out for. Paraboy finds 1. That is Meku down, while Order dealing with the eastern side. This Nova team looking strong, but Jimmy goes down here.
Looking like the seals at the moment, just emerging from the water, not causing a ripple and blasting away. Stone up and forwards, actually taken down Jimmy earlier. Is traded off by Paraboy. We know he's quick on the trigger. Actually, was that Order coming in as well with a 2-barrel point that way? HVVP trying to move into the circle. None of them are going to go down. They take a top and bottom position on the rock.
Oh, nice.
And we'll be able to operate. Tixie, again, on the warpath. 3 players now alive for HVVP as they continue to move forwards. They're pepper potting in. Order on the broadside to Marshall. The solo player from 1 million, proving to be devastating to the backlines.
Oh, now it's just down to Paraboy, and there's 3 of HVVP up. Paraboy could get this one knock. Nice headshots right there, but he crosses over, stays alive. He will survive for a little bit longer, and he does have the zone. He might even get, just maybe, get the revive onto Order.
HVVP, they'll know that Marshall's there now. He took shots over. I don't know if Order can make this crawl. Paraboy might be able to make the mad dash, and in fact will dip low for it under the headland. Over to the rock. If he can get these reses, great, but he sees these players lining up on the rock. He knows there's 2 there now. Shouldn't have too many more smokes, I'd imagine. I wonder if he's got too many nades. Marshall
that's a knock.
There's Tixie found. Excellent position. Nova are not chiming in. They're looking for those reses. Kitsune potentially on the lineup. Matic spotted. It is taken down by Paraboy. HVVP getting caught open. Marshall, last player, but it's Kitsune to stay alive. Can he stick the res? A nade over the top might be all it takes, and it looks perfect. It looks like it's on the money, but where's the explosion? It's not coming through. Just a little bit wide, but 2 more might be the final nail in the coffin. Kitsune forced to go for the challenge.
What a game.
It's not even going to matter. Nova rise from the depths. The river will not stop them. They get the cross, and it is a winner-winner chicken dinner from Nova.